Yeah, we just want to show a side of life that can help people grow, really.
To be spiritual doesn't mean you have to be religious as well.
Providing some information and you can take it or leave it.
Yeah, I know.
But it's always going to be positive vibes up in here.
Yeah. Welcome everyone.
It's our first episode.
Yes, it is.
Brand new podcast. My name's Max.
My name's Tim.
We are the Aether Evolution. But we'll get into what our name means a little bit later. We thought we would just do a short episode on our what, why, and who, just to explain what we're doing here, and then get into some guests.
Exciting guests.
Some cool topics. I'm so excited. We're going to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah, hard out. Yeah, I can't wait. And we're just trying to create a space that is like a middle ground for people to come and learn and level up in life.
So our what would be, we want to create a space for people to come and get inspired. We want to hold space for other people to come on and just talk about things that have helped them level up in their lives. Tim and I have both gone through major life changes over the years, and we've done that by incorporating a bit of spirituality into our lives. And we just want to show everyone that you don't have to be a hippie or a religious person to get into spirituality. We want to kind of like build a wedge in that, what's it called? A wedge in that gap, and show everyone that there's so many things you can add to your life, even just by studying and learning different facets and...
What's facets?
Facets is like opinions, perceptions.
Different sides of things.
Yeah, different sides of things. It's a, what do you call it? A diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, a diamond.
Yeah, a diamond is a stone with many facets.
Multi-facets. So yeah, we just want to show a side of life that can help people grow, really, by adding things like manifestation, affirmations, and showing like you don't have to be born a specific type of person to add those things into your life. Those things are out there. We just never are exposed to them. And since they're not teaching that stuff in school, like we need to kind of get out there and grab that research ourselves and add it to our lives. And so that is what we're trying to provide here, a platform for that.
Yeah, there'll be heaps of people out there that don't know where to go or don't even know where to start. So we're just trying to create that middle ground for everybody to just find out.
Yeah, we're
what
like
to do.
a starting point.
Yeah,
for spirituality.
We're starting as well. Like I've only started this journey probably like the end of last year. Before that, I didn't even know what I was doing really.
Yeah.
With life. But now I'm a little bit on that journey, and we just want to do that journey with you guys.
Because don't you find sometimes I listen to a podcast and I feel like I'm on the same level as someone. I'm like, yes, we're starting this journey together. And then they just suddenly elevate and don't do any episodes or anything in between. And then you just feel so like distanced from them. You just feel like you can't relate to them, and it just seems a bit foreign. There's no stepping stones. There's no guide to like get there. And obviously everyone's on their own journey. We can't force this information on people. But if you feel like you're a bit stuck in life and wondering what to do, like here's something to help you start, you know, here's something to like just guide you a little bit, really.
Yeah, you said everything there.
Yeah. I guess it's our what, and what's our why? Well, my why is like, because I never had something like this. I never had like something to help. Like it took so long for us to be able to grow. Well, for myself anyway, because I've been going through a bit of a journey for quite some time. And I felt like I fell off that journey a lot of the time because I didn't have anything pulling me back in. And the information I was trying to seek was really hard to get. And I think there's like a breakthrough in it coming out now, but it's still hard to piece together and know what to do and where to go. And I guess, like you've always said, growing up where you grew up and who you grew up with, there wasn't much opportunity for any of this. And
Yeah, what I want to try and show people as well, that like to be spiritual, it doesn't mean you have to be religious as well. And I think that's where I definitely know where I'm from and all that, people get that all mixed up and don't really know what it is. So that's what I'm trying to create here as well. You guys will get to know.
yeah, I always say, like, this is no offense to anyone that is religious, but I do find religion quite confined. Like, I imagine like a fish bowl with a fish inside it, and that being religion, and then the ocean being spirituality. Like, spirituality is just like an ever going branch, or like a tree with branches that just like never stop, or like, it's infinite spirituality. And there's so many things inside it, like even just, I don't know, if you're a creative and you're a painter, like doing that is spiritual because you're connecting to your true self and passion. And I think you're like that with your boxing. When you found boxing, that was like a game changer for you because you felt like you were doing your art, and that to me is spiritual.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Our who, oh my gosh, so we have to talk about ourselves.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
All right, so I grew up in northwest Auckland, a little town called Helensville. It was a very small town. I had a pretty normal childhood. I grew up with my dad, mostly a little bit with my mum. But when I was about 16, 17, we moved from Helensville to a place called Puhoi, which is like northeast Auckland. And it was a difficult time to move because it was before Facebook and like iPhones and things like that. So I lost touch with like all my day ones, and I kind of like grew up on the coast, the Hibiscus coast, and made like all my friends there. And then when I was 22, I moved to Melbourne, and I spent about 4.5 years there. I loved it. But when I was living there, I turned 25, and that was when I had my spiritual awakening, or like my first kind of like introduction to spirituality. I just like, honestly, I woke up on my 25th birthday, went out for breakfast with one of my friends, and I just cried like the whole breakfast. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I just don't know what I'm doing in my life. I don't know. It wasn't even like a confusion of like career or like relationship or anything like that. It was something missing inside me. And honestly, I was so close to like becoming religious because it just felt like that spiritual part in you was missing. And this was before it all kind of blew up online and it was easier to access things about meditation or anything like that. So I didn't know any of that existed. But my friend that I was with, out with for breakfast, was going through something similar, but was a few years ahead of me. And she was like, come over and I'm going to show you a few things. And she showed me like meditation, and she actually her and her partner actually got me into like conspiracy, or just like thinking outside the box and not just going along with whatever you hear on like mainstream media type thing. And that was it. I was hooked. I was like meditating every day. I felt really fulfilled. I questioned everything in my life, and it was like a fulfilling feeling. It wasn't like a confusion anymore. And so that was like, yeah, my big spiritual awakening moment. And then when I came back to New Zealand, I just, they, like my friend Zana, who showed me everything, she was just like my base for that. And when I wasn't with her and her partner anymore, and I was back in New Zealand with all my old friends, I just fell into like doing way too much drugs, just partying like constantly. And yeah, I just completely fell off like my spiritual journey, and I've like dabbled here and there with it and just kept like core beliefs definitely, but it's not until recently that I've gotten seriously back onto that, going sober and having my babies, starting my own family. And yeah, that has been what got me back there. But yeah, I guess that's all I have on myself. It's so hard to talk about yourself.
Hard out.
Let's hear about you.
So I guess it's my turn. Yo, what's up? My name's Tim. I was born in South Africa. I came here when I was like 6, moved straight to Massey, straight to the hood, met heaps of the boys, and they instantly became my family. I got no family here, no aunties and uncles, just my mum and dad and my brother. So they instantly became my family. And from there, we grew up close, all of us tight as, we're still tight right now, and we made a street gang. For that was majority of my teens. And then early 20s, I joined the MC.
What's an MC?
A motorcycle club. And last year I left that lifestyle. And then in November-ish, somehow I was just watching something on the pyramids, and I just started buzzing out on all the calculations and everything to do with the pyramids. And then at the end of it, this video came up, and it was this guy sitting on the couch. He had like a big gold chain on, a hat on. He just looked like he was on, so I clicked on it, and it was 19 keys. And he was talking about everything that I've never heard of before. Ancient civilizations, the way the world works, all this crazy shit. And I was like, I could really relate to him because he was just kicked back and he dressed like us. Yeah, from there I just dived into this deep rabbit hole of everything and learned about Billy Carson as well, which is another goat. He's alien.
Yeah, he is definitely an alien.
He's like 99% alien, 1% human. And now, I'm just on this crazy journey. I'm doing affirmations, I'm meditating, I work on my mindset, I read books, I watch what I say, just everything. I just keep my vibration as high as I can because I've learned certain things that help me in life, and that's what I want to teach you guys as well. Just simple things that we aren't taught anywhere else. Also, my passion for boxing's strong as well. I've been doing that for a while now, and all the stuff I've learned from 19 Keys and Billy Carson and this journey that I'm on has really helped me with my boxing. That's pretty much me right now.
Yeah, I think like it's been a collective of us both going down like just on our spiritual journeys, and the time of like COVID and like all of that going down, it really was just like meant to be this whole thing opening up how it has, because we were so like, we got very into like posting a bunch of information around COVID and just like, we were down that rabbit hole, and definitely don't regret any of that because it's led us to where we are. I think you definitely have to go through a bit of, a bit of like oversharing when it comes to the world, trying to get people to wake up a bit before you go down this spiritual path, because the biggest thing we took away from it was vibrations, and frequency, and learning how everything has its own vibration. Like I have my own vibration, you have your own vibration, this couch has its own vibration, the whole world sits on a frequency. And when we learned to raise our vibration and how it has a lot to do with negativity, we were like, okay, we need to like stop posting about all this shit and just like raise our own vibrations, because at the end of the day, when we were posting about stuff, it still was a negative vibe that we're putting out, even if we had the best intentions behind it of like trying to help someone or like get the truth out there. It was still a negative vibration. And so at the end of the day, we were just making the world worse by contributing to the negative.
And the divide.
Yeah, and the divide. So, yeah, I think us going through all of that and then going through our spiritual journey together has been like massive.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that like what I learned from that as well is that there is no place for people to really learn
Yeah.
wrong and rights, and I think this podcast will be perfect for that, because we're not contributing to a divide. We're just teaching people how to learn from the inside.
We're just providing some information, and you can take it or leave it.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's always going to be positive vibes up in here. Yeah, I guess we should share about how much we've grown recently, like especially for you when it comes to like drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, I don't.
Like how much we were partying. We were crazy. I think more before like Tommy was born, like did a little bit of partying after he was born, but nowhere near as like what we were, like 3, 4, 5 day benders.
Yeah, I think I've settled down like a while after Tommy was born.
Yeah, you definitely partied through
Yeah.
both my pregnancies.
Yeah. But yeah, my journey's been crazy. I'm full sober now since November the 1st. And I got nothing against people that party or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's just for me.
Never.
It's not. I'm not trying to like.
This is just like what part of our journey we're on.
I just feel like it wasn't really contributing to what I wanted to be. And yeah, that's a crazy ass step for me to give up partying, because I love partying.
Yeah. Still do it. And like still now when like our friends will call us on a bender, we're like, yeah. We're into it.
Tell us everything.
Yeah, what's happening? Who's doing the weirdest shit? But yeah, it's been good to change our lifestyle for sure. And yeah, we get like questions on the daily about like how we're doing things. And so a lot of our podcast episodes when we don't have a guest are going to be just Tim and I, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things that have helped us level up and things we've added into our life that has helped us like in a major way, eh?
Yeah.
But in terms of guests, we're going to have some comedians.
We're going to have some athletes. We're going to have some musicians.
Yep.
We're going to have some crazy ass people in here.
Yeah, we are. Some aliens.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a couple of aliens on here. Some greys. Okay,
so I guess we should talk about Aether, what our name means, the Aether evolution.
The Aether evolution.
So what does it mean?
So the Aether has a few different meanings. I'll talk about a couple of them that I think is very important. Nikola Tesla figured out one of them, which is our air has infinite energy inside there, so we can tap into that and get free energy, basically. And he created something that can pull those positive eons out of the air into a battery. Anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, we'll get into that another time. It's too far.
The other Aether, it's kind of like mental. It's like the space we can't see, but it's filled with all the ideas. It's filled with pictures. It's filled with art, everything. And to tap into that, you got to be on the right frequency to download it. So you ever sitting there sometimes and you just think of something, you're like, oh, I've just thought of something. You didn't actually think of it. You're just sitting on that right vibration to download that information.
From the Aether.
From the Aether. And that's what the Aether is. So everything's already done. You just got to tap into it.
Like every single idea, just anything in the world, that has all come from the Aether. And if you can like get on that vibration where you can tap into that, it's unreal the kind of information you can get from it. Like I feel like it's definitely contributed to my health and well-being knowledge. There's a lot of things like people ask me questions about and I just tell them the answer, but I don't actually know where that came from because I didn't study it. But then I go and study it and I was right.
Yeah.
It's just I'm tapped into that because it's a huge part of my life.
That's the Aether. And
then the evolution obviously is evolving. Like let's all evolve together and we want to
go on this journey with you.
Yeah, we want you on the journey with us.
So in about 10 years' time, all of us are just elevating off the ground.
No
one's walking.
We're levitating. We don't need cars. We're on free energy. We're all walking around with crystals on our heads. All right, well, that is a wrap for our first episode on the Aether Evolution. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're really excited for our first guest, you guys.
Yep. He's comedy royalty. He is funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's one of Tim's day ones, so it's going to be a really easy, funny conversation. He's coming on with his partner. We cannot wait. So tap into Evolve, guys. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.
He's not only my day one, but I feel like he's comedy royalty already. He's a master manifester, a master visionary. Anything he puts his mind to, it happens. Next to him, he's got his partner, his beautiful partner. He's got a beautiful partner who's also an entrepreneur. She leads the country in the twerk scene.
We're team. Yeah, never supposed to happen. You know, and it's one of those things that's like that's not supposed to happen. A guy like that shouldn't be on doing all of these sort of things.
So when you got out, was it an instant like, okay, I'm done with the streets, I'm done with like idolizing these kind of people?
I went to jail, I did a lot of therapy, I learned a lot. It changed my life. And like these days now was like the best years of my life.
Yeah, I'm actually the associate now. I was deputy for like 3 years.
I feel like people would be so surprised.
I know. I met him like 3 months after he got out of jail the first time.
Right.
But man, the universe will fucking serve you with what's right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it gives you what you fucking deserve, and not what you want, you know?
I know.